don't even know how to describe it.
So one of the biggest obstacles someone in a wheelchair might come across is stairs.
Yeah, but we have two solutions for that. We can either go up the stairs on our own, which is really hard, like especially on my shoulders, and it's not safe. Or have someone nice and strong carry us up the stairs.
But having me always around to carry her up the stairs kind of takes away some of the independence.
And it's not practical for a house.
So today, we're gonna install a lift that goes from our living room all the way to the master bedroom. Remember, this is just one solution to the stair problem, but it's not for everyone. These lifts can be pretty expensive, but I think it'll still be a fun project. Ready to do your part?
Let's get started.
So obviously an elevator goes between two floors. This is the upper floor in the master bedroom, and this is where the lift is gonna reside. You know, the motor and everything up here at the top. We're gonna chop a huge hole in the floor right here, and that's where the lift is gonna drop down into the office. So since we're cutting a hole in the ceiling right here, these three joists are gonna be coming down. We need to support it with one huge beam over here on this side, sitting on top of this wall, that wall, and then another huge piece of wood, a 2x10, attached to this joist, all the way up here, attached to this wall. And so the two long beams on the side are gonna support it when we cut these three here in the center. I think this side is up. Now we have the two 2x10 beams stuck up here in the sides. We have these three joists that have been cut and this one temporary supporting wall to keep these beams from falling down. And now we can knock each of these beams out and cut the hole in the floor. So right now the only thing between this office room and the upstairs is a single sheet of plywood. And as soon as we get the underside of this hole framed out, we'll be able to remove the temporary wall because these beams that we added on either side is gonna support the three joists that we just cut. If we remove this temporary wall, there'd be nothing supporting those joists and bad things would happen. So now that we have the top brace, we don't need the temporary wall anymore. Let's take it out. At least the roof didn't fall in, we're good. So Cambry hasn't seen the progress yet that we've made in this room. What do you think?
Oh heavens. That's a little scary. That's a lot of the roof. Okay.
Okay, so the joists are cut downstairs and now the carpet's pulled back, the padding's cut away, and this right here is kind of a stencil of the footprint of the elevator. So I'm gonna lay this down, trace it out, and we're good to start cutting. Okay, you ready for there to be a hole in our floor?
In our ceiling?
It's both floor and ceiling.
Yeah.
Let's do it. You ready, Cambry?
Yeah.
Oh, no.
I mean, I survived.
Should I come down there, Cambry?
Yeah, just hop down.
Nice work. So not everyone gets to have a hole built right into their floor, but this is where the Stilts lift is going. Cambry, if I jump down, are you gonna catch me?
I'm not afraid.
I'm afraid.
You gotta live a little.
Cambry's gonna try out the elevator for the first time. You ready? This is a
It's a little nerve-wracking.
big drop.
Oh man, I'm gonna be covered.
I got your feet, and then you just need to let yourself down gently.
Oh heavens. You really might be.
Yep, I got him.
You still have it?
Yep, let yourself down gently. Yeah, I got you.
Can I let go?
Yep.
Really? This seems weird.
Let go. We got her. All right.
Woo.
How was your first try with the elevator?
sticky, but yeah, I think it'll do.
There should be less sawdust next time around.
I just clean up the sawdust and we're good.
These two pillars right here are something called an infrared light curtain, and it's one of the many safety features of the elevator. These light bars automatically sense when someone crosses the threshold of the elevator and turn on the inner lights, as well as if the elevator is moving and the light curtain is crossed, it'll pause the elevator where it's at, so no one gets hurt. Okay, so right now we have the cab mostly assembled. The front door is still not in place. We have rollers down here at the bottom and rollers up here at the top that keep it going inside of these rails. The rail is being supported right now, but it's open temporarily because we're gonna lift the elevator up for the very first time so we can make a bunch of connections up here in the top and install the safety pan down there at the bottom. Let's hope everything works. So now that the elevator is sticking up a little bit, we get a closer look at the inside. So this is the brains of the operation right here. We have the winch with the steel cables. These winches can hold 500 pounds, which is about the weight of a small, medium-sized piano or so. This is a battery backup. We got the inverter. And while the elevator has a 500-pound limit, these cables are actually capable of carrying close to 7,000 pounds. But for safety reasons, there's still a 500-pound capacity for the elevator. So the lift is installed. It took about 3 guys 2 days to put the entire lift into place. And the cool thing about the cap is it's using the same exact carpet that was cut out of the hole in the floor. And so when the lift goes all the way down to the ground, the cap stays in place and matches the aesthetics of the room. And the only thing left in place is the pillars. Let's say the lift is coming up and someone is standing on top of this cap. There are sensors inside, these little spring-loaded guys, that'll stop the lift and kill the power, so the lift won't rise up if someone's standing on this plate. So normally when the lift is coming down, there's a series of magnets right here attached to this post that let it know when it's getting close to the ground and stop it. But there are some safety switches underneath that are kind of like a backup. There's a total of 6 of them. 2 here on this side, 2 over there, and 2 in the center. And then there's a third and final safety switch here that can cut the power to the elevator entirely. Now this safety pan right here sits on the bottom so it hides everything and makes it look aesthetic, but it's good to see that there's protections and safeguards in place. All right, Cambry, are you ready for the first ride in the elevator?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm ready.
Just hit this button.
Okay.
And I'll meet you upstairs. She's off. First ride.
I don't even know how to describe it.
Hey, you're upstairs.
It's weird. I don't know. It's like I don't know. I'm like in a spaceship or a submarine or something. It's cool.
You are officially upstairs on your own.
What?
Meet you downstairs?
Yeah.
See ya. Very nice. I think it looks awesome. So let's say Cambry is coming down the elevator and I'm just happenstance to be standing underneath and this hits me. There's those sensors underneath, the little metal switches, and those activate if somebody hits or something hits the plate underneath, which is a good safety feature to have. Also, while Cambry's inside and it's not officially at the ground or up top, the door is locked. So she is stuck in there. But there is an area for a phone right beneath the control panel, so she can call for help if she needs to. So the lift is fully installed and operational. Cambry's been using it for about a week now. What do you think?
I love it. It gives me independence. Not that I don't love being carried by you, but I'm independent when I use it, and it's super quiet. And I love that when it is in one of the other rooms, the opposite room has plenty of space in it. So I can get around when it's downstairs. I can get around upstairs when it's downstairs. And I can get around when it's upstairs, downstairs.
Even though our house wasn't designed for an elevator, it fits and meshes pretty well with the house and leaves things pretty open. Overall, we're very pleased. So if you could change anything about the lift though, what would you change?
I would change the ramp slope. It's a bit steep right now, so when I'm reaching forward to grab the handle, I can't have anything on my lap. So it makes it a little bit inconvenient when trying to take things upstairs. And then I would make it faster.
It's super quiet, super consistent, but yeah, the ramp does make things difficult. This lift is called the Trio Alta, which is meant for people who can stand, just need help going up the stairs. So it's not exactly meant for people in wheelchairs, but I think we have a solution for the ramp thing. And either way, it's a lot safer than me carrying her up the stairs every time. One thing I would change about it is the lift does have power running to it, but the cable's kind of just hanging out in the open, dangling around, and I'm not a huge fan of that. And also it's super staticky inside. Each time it's kind of plastic, and so the static just builds up and makes my hair stand up on the end. But maybe that's just because it's new.
It makes it harder to clean right now, so.
True. Either way, I will leave a link down in the description if you want to check out the current pricing on these. Remember, they are expensive, and it's not the only solution for stairs.
It works for us.
But if you have any questions, Cambry will be down in the comments ready to answer all of them. So yeah, thanks a ton for joining us on our adventure to put a massive hole in the ceiling of our house.
Thanks a ton for watching. We'll see you around.
Perfect. I'm a little thirsty right now. Cambry, I don't know if you have a drink. Can I get a drink?
Yeah. Oh.
Did it open? Oh shoot. Good thing we have that.
Sorry. Okay, try another one. You have another one?
Another one?
No.
Oh shoot. Did it explode that time?
Not that time.
Okay, we're good. Cambry, can you toss me a drink? Oh boy. Got it. Thank you.